03. Today I'm going to talk to you about, and I think I've discussed this before with you guys. I don't like to use the word channeling, but to me it's just a telepathic conversation, okay? So, on occasion, I reach out to Hitomi, and I may ask her some questions. Sorry, there's a fly around here. And it's funny because what'll happen is I'll inquire about a target that I'm working on before I go to whiteboard, and I'm still blind to the target. I just kind of ask her thoughts, and there's a lot of times I'll get more data from her than I do from my own sessions. It's really wild. So again, I'm not trying to get into beliefs. I mean, somebody could say, "Oh, that's your subconscious mind," and you're putting Hitomi attached to it, and that's fine, whatever. Um, but I don't want to disrespect her by not. I mean, I could lie to you guys and say I'm like interviewing my own subconscious mind, but that wouldn't be really honest. So I try and keep it honest. So anyway, I reached out to Hitomi. I had not asked her, talked to her in a while, so I'm doing this target, and this is the target. The remote viewer will describe and sketch the reason why the group Planet Weird was tipped off to the Hellier Goblins. Task or intent. What was the role for Planet Weird to precede the filming of the Hellier Goblin? And then there was a focal point A. The remote viewer will describe and sketch the Hellier Goblin if the goblin does indeed exist. Now, um, so I hated the tasking on this one, but I'm going to show you the session because it was super abstract and big, and just it was really hard for me to navigate. But so basically, I'm going through the sessions as I do. I've got a lot of data on paper, which I'll share, and the whiteboard is rendering. It just takes a while, so because it's all in HD. So I was going through the session. I kind of was getting a sense of things, and everything was going along fine until I went to the focal point A, which was the Hellier Goblin themselves, right? And as soon as I went to that focal point, I sketched a guy of small stature, and that thing knew I was there instantly. And he tried to kind of put the spook on me, which they do, these beings sometimes. And they try and kind of scare you away. So this creature did try to do that. And then I kind of wrote in my intentions a certain thing, and I got right through. So one thing, when you're dealing with these darker things, they can kind of put the squeeze on you. It's like they push a nerve in your mind to make you scared. But as time goes on, as you kind of grow, at least from my perspective, as I've grown, my consciousness has grown. For one, I'm more resistant, and I can recognize what's happening right away. And the the beings that back me up are bigger than whatever they are. So if they start to kind of put the screws to me, I just phone a friend and no problems. Okay. So I penetrated very deep on this target and whiteboard, and you guys will see. Um, I know other viewers have gotten into it, but I think I kind of taken this target a bit further. So, if you're out there thinking you got the best remote viewing team in town and I'm not on it, probably ain't the best. I like to poke these guys. Anyway, so I'm going to read you what Hitomi said. So like I said, I had gone through 2 paper sessions, and like the third one I was focusing on focal point, or no, I did like 2 and then like 2 short ones. So but when I put my attention on focal point A, I knew immediately this guy did not want me looking at him. He was trying to scare me away. So, like I said, I got into him a little bit, and you'll see on the whiteboard kind of what I peeled off. But this is what Hitomi said to me before I went to whiteboard. I had done my last paper session, and basically I went to Hitomi and just wanted to see what her thoughts are on this target that I'm still blind to. Okay. So I say hello. I'm getting a sense she's kind of around me. Um, and when I do this, I kind of do this thing. One day maybe I'll describe it, but you're kind of waiting to kind of get into that zone where you're feeling like you're opening this pathway. And I get the sense that she's kind of around me. I know this is very not remote viewing oriented. I understand that, but you can't argue with the results. So, you know, I don't really care so much about because a lot of the stuff we can't explain, we'll never be able to. What is more interesting to me is who cares? How to quantify it. Does it work? Great, then let's use it. So anyway, so she says hello. I say hello. Okay. So she says this connection is getting personal, so I will call you Dave. You're growing in potential. Your path is opening. So she usually tells me kind of some stuff about me that's kind of positive, but I try and keep it, to what the focus of what I'm there for. So I said, thank you. It's great to be with you like this. Sorry it's been so long. There's no. Okay, that's what she's telling me. There's no time here. I'm happy to receive you now. So I say, I come to ask about the current target I'm working in and any other conversation you would like to discuss. She says, you are well specialized in these areas. There is an area of quarantine for all lost souls. You will find them there. There is a grim situation for a residence, a species. For a millennium, they have grown to know us. They have sheltered humanity in cadence with a bad situation. The timeline is certain. There is no going back. Their time is ending, and humanity's is just starting. All our lives we look blindly at the stars that are all around us. These are preserves, jewels of the universe. There is a dominant force upon your earth that will not stop until the work is done. The obfuscation of your universe, there is a version of your reality that plays out on a grand scale, and the outcome is unknown for them. They are fearful of the unknown. Everything up until the ever-present can be known to them. So I say, thank you, Hitomi. I said, can you specify them? There is a gradient relationship between modern man and a species that has been and remained unseen. This barrier between them and us is breaking down, and with that, time is becoming a factor for them. A species of provocation and illusion have been a plague upon this planet for a very long time. So I said, what's the focus of this target? Deception at every turn. Separation. There is a tragedy in their story. Instilling hate and instilling war is what feeds them. They are inorganic in design and require our DNA to finish their journey. They have lost much and are hopeful. Humanity as you know it will end, and a new cycle begins. The source material gathered brings hope to your tribe. So this is, I don't talk like this typically. There is evidence these creatures will remain behind. These are sad creatures indeed, but they feed on our hopes and dreams in hopes they too will remember who they are and where they came from. They watched, they waited, but they did not act, and it cost them. This is a suicide mission for these creatures. In the end, there will be no survival. Their choices across time, across space, has cost them everything. These beings will not last. They have outgrown their own problem. They cannot accept the loss they have taken and will continue to the last man. and down they fall like dominoes, a species of forgiveness bequeathed among the stars, hopeless. So I ask her, I go, do they hate us? Do they love us? They resent the losses humanity has given up to dictate an outcome of compliance and servitude. They want our journey, and they watch through our eyes, remembering what it once was to live. They envy our journey, our path. Their path is lost, and they long to live as they once lived. There is an ancestral domination package associated with this earth. And I didn't really understand this part, right? So I said, can you explain package? And I was trying to work out, like, this concept she was trying to relay to me. I was like, is it a deal with the universe for one, and she's, like, for one last chance? And I'm getting, like, earth, land, water, sea. Humanity's resurgence into the stars. Bringing change comes at great cost. I said, thank you, Hitomi. Anything else? She says, you can evoke your journey, stake your claim, and make your path everything. From here on is unknown to them, as it pertains to you, so be mindful. So, it's very interesting considering the target, especially I'm still blind to it, and when you see the whiteboard session, like I said, it's about an hour long. I've seen some of the stuff some of the other guys do. You're going to see a lot of corroboration and quite a bit more. So stay tuned for that. I just wanted to share with you what I got from Hitomi. So look for my Hellier whiteboard session that should be coming out soon. Remember to like, subscribe, and share the content if you enjoy it. All right, so we'll catch you next time, guys, on Owl003. Stay tuned.